Hi everyone, it's Keg here. I haven't got my trusty sidekick Zoe interviewing me today, but I decided to give an update anyway. This is probably the week 3 update. It's been 2.5 weeks since my surgery, since my vertical sleeve gastrectomy that was done on the 12th of February 2018. So I'll start with some statistics first. Basically, my highest weight was 115.9 kilos. I think that's about right. That's what I weighed in at the 1st of January. And then I managed to drop a couple of kilos to 113.7 as my starting weight before the pre-op diet. Probably just lost a couple of kilos just from not drinking alcohol. I decided to give up alcohol for 12 months in preparation for the surgery and just to give my body a rest from alcohol, basically. So yeah, my starting weight for the pre-op diet was 113.7 kilos, and my current weight as of this morning is 100.0, so exactly 100 kilos. I was looking forward to cracking the double digits for the first time in a long time, but forever, basically. But it didn't happen. But 100.0 I will take, so I'll look forward to hopping on the scales next time. So that means, including the pre-op diet, I've lost 13.7 kilos. And roughly 6 of those have been since the surgery date 2.5 weeks ago, which I think is pretty good. I think it's a pretty decent amount to have lost since the surgery. I'm really conscious that I don't want to lose too much weight too quickly, so I'm pretty stoked with that, actually. And I notice it in myself, in my clothes, the way I move, just looking in the mirror. I notice a little bit sort of round the neck and things. My husband notices it, which is lovely. Says a lot all the time. So yeah, I mean, he decided to, I might have mentioned in a previous video, he decided to do the pre-op diet with me as a sign of solidarity and love, which was beautiful. And he has continued on with the diet, albeit with a little bit more nutrition involved, a sort of low-calorie meal rather than an Optifast shake at night. And he's managed to lose 10 kilos, which is fantastic, in the 2 weeks. So probably that's 10 kilos in probably 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks. So that's really, really good. And he's not really that big anyway. So, I mean, he needed to lose that 10, but he looks fantastic. So really good. I'm feeling fantastic. 2.5 weeks out of surgery, I feel phenomenal. I really do. I feel energized. I'm not working at the moment. I decided to take a couple of weeks annual leave after the 2 weeks medical time. So anyone would feel good not working. But it just gives me a bit of mental time, which is great. So the kids go off to school. I drop the kids to school, and then I come home and I have my protein shake, and then I make my way to the gym and I walk 4Ks every day. Right from when I came out of surgery, I've been walking a lot, a couple of Ks each day. So that in itself is just, I'm stoked to be able to say that I'm doing that. Even if I hadn't have had surgery, even if I wasn't on a diet, just to be able to say that I was moving every day, getting to that 10,000 step mark every day. I'm really proud of myself. It's a really good feeling. I'm looking forward to doing more at the gym than just walking. I tend to walk at the gym rather than around the suburb because I clearly have very pale skin and freckles, and I don't like the heat too much. So I don't mind going to the gym, although I have to say 4 meals on the treadmill, it's like I've got to make sure I've got the right playlist happening. So I've been working on that, making sure I've got the right playlist. Great 70s and 80s disco music. I can thoroughly recommend for walking on a treadmill at the gym. yeah, and I'm getting down 1.5 to 2 litres of water a day, which is great. Sometimes more, never less than 1.5 litres though, so that's pretty good. Some of that's protein water, Bodhi's protein water I find quite good, sort of. As in, I think you just tolerate it because you know it's good for you. So I have that. In fact, I prefer it watered down a bit in the 1.5 litres or 2 litres that I have. I throw in a bit of the Bodhi's protein water, so I'm sipping it throughout the day. Sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. One of the things that I've found surprised me has been a renewed relationship with food. So much as I think I loved food before, I don't think I had a very positive relationship with food. So every now and then I'm cooking a meal for my family. I used to cook all the time, but now they've stepped up and they're having to cook their own meals too, which is great. But I'm, showing them what to do. And I'm really interested again in different flavours and textures and goodness and nutrition and all of those really positive things with food. And I haven't felt that way for a long time. So to have a renewed relationship with food is fantastic. It's a little bit frustrating because I'm on the puree stage at the moment, which is hard because there's not a lot of recipes out there. It's basically anything normal that you puree and you think your stomach will digest. And that's a 4-week stage, so that's a bit yuck. But it's better than the fluid stage, so getting there with that. I have to have a protein drink in the mornings to make sure we get the protein, like a protein smoothie in the morning to make sure we get the right amount of protein. I have to say, since the surgery, I probably haven't been that fussed on having milk, like thick milk drinks, like Optifast, like those sort of things, like protein stuff. But I force myself. I have half a cup of milk, about 1/3 of a banana, and a scoop of protein powder, unflavoured obviously, and some Milo, and whiz that up in the blender, and that's my shake. So it's not too bad. I think the Milo and the banana make me feel a little bit normal in terms of smoothie, but the protein powder definitely adds a thickness that I don't like first thing in the morning. But anyway, I'll put up with that. Pretty soon I'm going to try egg. I'm going to try scrambled egg or poached egg. And if I can tolerate that, then I might alternate between egg in the morning and the protein milkshake in the morning. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, if you're up to the same stage as me, but my goodness, we are saving money. This whole experience, so for the previous month, I can honestly say I reckon we've saved $1,000 by my partner and I being on this diet. The kids are eating healthily. We're not having any junk in the house. We don't buy takeaways. I think Cole and the girls, one night a week, last 2 weeks, might have had a takeaway, but Cole got the takeaway place to do him some grilled fish, and he steamed some veggies at home. So I'm not even sure if you call that takeaway, but someone else cooked it, so I guess it is. And the girls had a hamburger, but no chips. So I think it's probably terrible for me to say that we've saved $1,000, because that just shows how much junk and how much food wastage we had before. Because I'm pretty sure I was going grocery shopping and then we were buying junk as well. Portion sizes were out of control, and then anything that was left over was just wasted. Wow, so much money. It's great to have that in savings now, and to keep on having that savings. It's fantastic. And I'm really proud of my girls for eating healthily as well. That's, teenage girls need to eat well, learn. That was part of, one of the things I wanted to be was a better role model with food, the relationship with food. So that seems to be working, which is fantastic. Challenge for this week, I'd like to start walking 5Ks a week, 5 kilometres. That would be good in an hour. That would be fantastic if I could get it up to that. The dietitian place, the surgery place, says that you can't lift weights at the gym for 4 to 6 weeks after surgery. Poo, bum, that's a shame, but that's okay. I'll get there. Walking's still good for you. I just, I see people pulling down on weights and doing this, and I'm like, hey, I want to do that, but I'll have to just take a chill pill and just keep on walking. And the other thing I've got to do is get prepared for work. I've got 1 more week off after the end of this week, and then I'm back to work. So I have to face reality again and go back to work, which is a bit of a shame. But I guess that's normal. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and I will post an update next week. See ya. Bye.